During World War II, the U.S. government, unbeknownst to the citizens of Western Kentucky, conducted covert warfare experiments within the city limits of Owensboro. The goal of Operation Deathpack, to genetically modify the human bloodstream by infusing it with DNA from a variety of pack-hunting animals: butcherbirds, hyenas, wolves, and the jackal. The ultimate goal of the project, to create a breed of rabid super soldiers who could hunt prey in the dark and cannibalize it, thereby devouring all evidence of attack. Subjects of this experiment were housed, quarantined, in a makeshift compound in the heart of town, the once completely wooded area between Byers Avenue and J.R. Miller Boulevard. Government officials and ranking officers of the U.S. military were convinced that the high society of the Owensboro Country Club would mask the savagery taking place on the property behind it. And it did, for a while. Access to this highly classified and restricted area was granted only to authorized military personnel and scientists who were in charge of feeding the pack. That access was only granted at night, while the citizens of Owensboro were sleeping, and the nighttime feedings, or hunts, were vicious. The Deathpack, as part of its training, were forced to hunt and capture their prey, often released into the compound a variety of kibbles and bits: dogs, cats, deer, and as the project advanced, various inmates from the federal prison system and even criminals of war.
I want my phone call! I'm not your man! Let me out of here! Let me out!
Operation Deathpack was indeed a most dangerous game. The operation was suspended in the early 1950s when development in Owensboro threatened to expose secrets hidden within the city limits. There were also growing concerns, shared by the founders of the project, that the subjects in the experiment were growing increasingly more difficult to control, to domesticate. In fact, in early June of 1952, during a routine kennel check, it was discovered that test subjects had disappeared. Weary of the repetition of the systematic obedience training, members of the pack escaped it. So on the morning of June 23rd, the U.S. military officially closed the operation by euthanizing it. Unfortunately for the U.S. government, there was a lone witness. In fact, official files from the U.S. Air Force state that at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time that morning, National Guard Lieutenant Colonel O.L. Depp reported 2 flying objects in Owensboro airspace. Those objects looked like giant soap bubbles, reflecting yellow and lavender colors, and flew in formation over the city for 5 seconds. Yes, 5 seconds. All it took to undo nearly 10 years of savage, scientific, and biological experimentation. This highly classified area of Owensboro would later become known as the Greenbelt, which in many ways today still fosters the pack mentality. The area is a symbol of community, excellent health, strength building, and endurance. And to this day, remains closed at dark, just in case.